I don't skate. I'm putting a race. I ain't doing no days. No, they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my hardness.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And our focus is on Amari Cooper. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Browns and the Colts, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Watson now to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for the opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Watson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
You look at this Browns defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not seeing it happen here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Richardson to the air on first down. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland. The field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want to repeat of their first drive.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. As the crossing route, he finds Pittman.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll run here with Taylor.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Here's Taylor again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Taylor.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a pull.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20, Nick Chubb.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 75 yards.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here's Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time.
But it's going to be second down.
You look at this Browns defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. That certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now Richardson.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Michael Pittman
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right?
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Elijah Moore,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Colts coming out now.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly.
They've got his man complete. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown.
Elijah Moore
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders had intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
QB sneak, Richardson.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check that. Good.
And they'll hand off to Hull. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's go! Hey, smash Bronco! Hey!
He'll try again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while.
There he goes, right side. Now he's loose again. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board. 3 points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, Richardson. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field. Now Richardson yet again. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Now Hull. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll run with Hall. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. On 1st down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Ashton Dulin now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. That's going to be taken in by Downs. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards for number 11. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Let's go now.
Now Richardson looks to throw once more. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The Colts sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he will be brought down with a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Woods.
Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now.
A gain of 5.
On 2nd down, here's Hull.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A run here with Hull.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Gay's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's a 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
He's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Taking it about the 16.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And that will come the offense as they take over.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping to cut down on this one and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Colts are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
All eyes on Anthony Richardson as he brings the Colts offense back out there.
Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised about a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Here's Richardson to throw on second down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Richardson going on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Colts 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
The throw over the middle, taken in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Now a give right side. Hall. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
This pass left side to Downs.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
Richardson on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now they're going to speed things up here.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
Touchdown, Colts!
Josh Downs
from 6 yards away.
And the Colts have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
That's caught at the 1. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive.
A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Yeah, absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him.
Touchdown! Michael Pittman, 29 yards. And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beat a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go and see 5.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Shaquille Leonard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37th. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you can get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know if mid-game trade is going to happen, but good call. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Looking for Woods again, and he finds it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Quick throw completed by Richardson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possible.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this is back to an 8-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Anthony Richardson and the offense back out. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, those body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Now Richardson on 1st down. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to the air with Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Richardson looking to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
That's complete. Right around the 8. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Evan Hall with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Browns.
They run it again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And one of the linebackers has got it. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Browns are right back in this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally. And
there he goes, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Shaquille Leonard, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juju Brents. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll try again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. They begin this drive with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 2nd is Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. On 1st down, it's Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy can make...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Watson Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Now Watson. Under pressure, they got him again. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now Watson. And he's going to go down again. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. A solid stiff arm. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. Richardson, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, 31 yards. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Here we go. Shot.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Richardson to throw. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory.